I'm excited to show you this video for my lasagna. We needed a veggie lasagna for Lent, and so this was my first attempt at making it from our Cookie and Kate cookbook, and it turned out so good. As you watch the video, you'll see that I screwed up several times and it still turned out really good. People are saying that it is the best lasagna they've ever had. Not the best veggie lasagna, but the best lasagna. So I'm very excited to show you this video. Well, I'm excited to share the lasagna. The video is questionable, but anyway, watch the video. It's Friday and it's Lent, so I'm using Cookie and Kate's recipe book to make some roasted eggplant lasagna. And this is something I've never done before, so let's see how it goes. First step is to cut up the eggplant. And what she says is that you cut 1/4 to 1/2 inch slices, but you throw these outside ones away. Seems kind of wasteful, but I'm going to go with that for now. So cool, so far so good. It said 2 pounds. It actually said 1 good size eggplant, 2 pounds. I guess these must not be good size eggplants because altogether it was like 2.5 pounds. So I'm going to cut them all up, and if I have too many, then lesson learned. Certainly I could do something with these. It seems like a waste. Okay, I've already said that once. I shan't repeat myself. You know, this seems a waste. Next step is to oil them and roast them. Okay, close. I got 8 on this one, and I got 7 on this one. Because they're different sizes, or is there something inherently efficient about going this way? Or if I go at an angle? Oh man, this is like some sort of math problem. How do you optimize slices on a tray? I tried Google. I'm available for job opportunities. Okay, all that nonsense, and I still haven't oiled them up yet. This is avocado oil. It looks like eggplant's really good at absorbing oil. Let me try that a different way. There we go. That's the right way to do it. All right, salt and pepper. Just a dash, it says. Do the other side. Although I don't think I need any more salt or pepper. I think I've already overdone that. Well, yikes. That's my silly oven telling me it's come to temperature. If you read the reviews online about this particular oven, no one likes those chiming noises that makes. But even worse, there's no way to stop it. There's no setting that turns that off, or you can't change it either. Now my amazing steady hands. That's right. If Google doesn't want me, maybe Cirque du Soleil needs that sort of precision. All right, let's throw it in the oven. Okay, let's make the sauce. They say 28 ounces of diced tomatoes. That's 14.5, so that's 29. That's pretty good. Then it says 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, and then 1/2 cup of fresh cut basil, but I don't have fresh cut basil, so I'm using, where is it? Oh, Italian seasoning, which I'm sorry if I'm offending real cooks out there, but that's all I got. So to repeat, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. It's supposed to be 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, but we're not wimps. We put 1/2 teaspoon, and then 1 teaspoon of Italian dried herbs. And then we need 2 tablespoons of olive oil, or we have avocado oil. I don't know why we have avocado oil. I guess it's good for us. The cholesterol does need a little work. Isn't avocados like the good cholesterol? And then we need 2 cloves of garlic, but we are going to put 5 cloves of garlic because 2 cloves of garlic, what's that do for you? Get in there. Awesome. And then we'll pulse this a few times. The book says 15 times. Let's see. Whoa, that's on. Let's try the pulse. The best part about this is I can hear my wife's on a conference call upstairs. Good enough. And then we'll put this in a bowl, a glass bowl, because I'm pretty sure if we used a white bowl, that white bowl would be stained red. We chopped up the eggplant, and that's roasting. We made the sauce. We're doing good. So they've been roasting about 10 minutes, so I'm going to pull them out and flip them over, but you don't have to watch me do that. Just know that I did. Now we're going to make a spinach cottage cheese mixture. First step is to cook up these onions. This is about a cup to a cup and a half of red onions. And we're going to cook them until they're soft, as you can imagine. 5 minutes or so? 3 minutes? I don't know. I'm going to add some garlic. You know, anytime I try to use this garlic, it goes on the pan and then it burns and it's terrible. So I just leave it on top. So it doesn't burn, which probably isn't the right idea, but that's what I'm going to do. So we got some garlic. Now we add the spinach, 5 to 6 ounces. This is a 10-ounce bag, but I've eaten some of it already. And I don't know, we have a big lasagna container anyway, so throw it in here and watch it magically wilt. Oh, all the spinach wilts down to nothing. All right, as expected, that's wilted down to nothing. Let's move on to the next step. We got our food processor out again, and we're going to start with 1 cup of cottage cheese, and we're going to process this until it's smooth, which the cookbook says is about 1 minute. Need my thing. Okay, I'll be honest, that was like 30 seconds, and I think that's good enough. Next, we add that spinach onion thing we whipped up. Now, the idea here is not to puree it, but we do want to chop it up a little bit. Should I be adding steaming hot stuff to the cottage cheese? That doesn't seem right. So like I said, we don't want to puree it. We just want to, you know, grind it up a little bit. So we're going to go about 5 pulses. Cool. Okay, now we're going to transfer this to a bowl. Need a spatula. And then add 1 more cup of cottage cheese. But you know what? I know it calls for 2 cups, but I'm just going to throw all this in because, like I said, we have a big container. And honestly, no one's going to eat this, I don't think. So let's just use it. It says to use a pinch of salt and a lot of black pepper. There's a pinch of salt. Yikes, that's a lot of black pepper. All right, mix all this up. It looks like that. Now we get to assemble the lasagna. For some reason, I always have a mental block when I'm putting together lasagna. I don't know why it's so hard for me. So let me make sure that's centered. Spread some tomato sauce evenly over the bottom. Now, it expects me to be doing this in a 9x9 pan, but I've My strawberry crumble experiment, which is another video, you should watch it, is in that 9x9, so I'm using 12x8 or something. So it says put 3 noodles down, but I'm gonna have to put 4 noodles down. And if you say to me, Tom, those noodles aren't even cooked, I'm gonna say, yeah, there's some sort of space age, no cooked, oven ready noodles, which I don't approve of, but that's what we got. And then I'll make that fit. Spread half the cottage cheese mixture evenly over the noodles. Half of it. Got it. It's gonna be a little thin, but that's all right, because we have so many eggplant slices. Remember the eggplant? Remember how we started with that? I barely remember it. All right. Next step. Spread half the cottage cheese, yeah. Arrange half the eggplant slices. All right. I've been training my whole life for putting these eggplant slices in order. Oh, look at that. You thought we'd have too many. I know you did, because I thought we had too many, but now it looks like that's a good amount. All right. Arrange half the eggplant slices, top with 3/4 cup tomato paste, and then sprinkle mozzarella. Oh, I don't have any mozzarella. Yes, I do. I didn't grind it up yet. Mozzarella, gotta grind it up. Okay, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I have this 1 slice of mozzarella in the fridge, so let's just throw that in there. Use that up. And then I tried to shred this up. I'm used to like the cheap pre-shredded mozzarella, so when I have this actual mozzarella, it's a whole new experience. Okay, I don't have no idea how much that is, but good. Top with 3 more noodles, followed by remaining cottage cheese. Remaining cottage cheese. And you don't put any tomato sauce on this. All right. I gotta do some more mozzarella. I might as well just break this up into little pieces. I've discovered that it came pre-sliced. Who knew? All right. Good. Top with 3 more noodles, and then spread the tomato sauce over the top. I don't have 1 more noodle to break across there, unfortunately. Sure, why not? And the rest of the tomato sauce. They say 3/4 cup, but I mean, what am I saving it for? Oh, I'm supposed to have a lot of mozzarella left to put on top of this, but I don't. So I'm just gonna put what I got. You might say, Tom, what about the other eggplants? I forgot to put them on. Welcome to my nightmare. All right, we only got 1 thing to do, team. Gotta undo it. If it's not 1 thing, it's another. It's always something. Hey, I think we recovered pretty good from that. This is the best it's gonna get. This is a feature over here. Put the oven on at 425 and let's cook it. Okay, here's the result, and well, not great. My splotchy cheese and these oven ready noodles are hard as a rock. I don't get it. Actually the sauce is really good though. Okay, so the cheese looks stupid. The noodles never cooked, but the that sauce is good. All right, well, we'll cut into it when it cools off and see if it's any good, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to work on this one. Okay, survey says
delicious.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it turned out really good. Okay. What'd you say, Pamela?
I said I'm devouring this. It's so good.
Yeah, it is really good. Okay, you heard it, folks. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna eat another serving. What do you think, Pamela?
This is the best new recipe that you've tried in a long time.
You heard it, folks. Make your eggplant lasagna today.
Eggplant spinach, right?
Eggplant spinach lasagna. That was my second serving.